all this all-time great shit that's going on? All-time great? Are you kidding me? Man, look. Recency bias. Just because he beat the two best heavyweights of this era does not make him an all-time great. Usyk. That's what I'm talking about. Usyk. He is not an all-time great. Y'all need to stop with that. Literally has 7 fights, fought 5 guys in the heavyweight division. Okay, I can understand he got accolades. He cleaned out the division at welterweight. Not at welterweight, my bad. He cleaned out the division in the cruiserweight. I get that. Now he comes to the heavyweight. All right. I would say somewhat, I wouldn't say clean out, but yeah, he beat the 2 best guys in the division, right? And now y'all saying he's all-time great. Only got like 22 fights? Come on, man. Wow. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop it. He a legend in his own right. But all-time great, y'all tripping.
As you guys heard, Timothy Bradley stated that Usyk is not an all-time great. At least not yet. Now, the reason why Timothy Bradley is saying that is because the heavyweight division has been dead for a long time. So to have someone like Usyk come beat 2 fighters from the heavyweight division like Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury is not a big surprise, because the heavyweight division been dead. It's one thing to do this in the golden era, but it's another to do this in the dead era of the heavyweight division. Let me explain. Will it be impressive for any of the lightweight fighters today to become undisputed? From Lomachenko, Gervonta, Shakur, or Keyshawn? Of course, because the division is packed up. But will it be impressive for anyone to become undisputed at 130 pounds? Will it be impressive for anyone to become undisputed at 160 pounds? Will it be impressive for anyone to become undisputed at 147 pounds? Not really, because these divisions are dead right now. In all reality, any heavyweight from the golden era will destroy the heavyweight division of today. It's crazy because they were just bragging about how the heavyweights of today are way bigger than the heavyweights of yesterday. And does that mean that the heavyweights of yesterday can't compete with the heavyweights of today because of their size, since they are super heavyweights? Well, Usyk answered all of those questions. A cruiserweight that Tyson Fury calls a middleweight came and conquered. He beat all of the European champions, from Anthony Joshua to Tyson Fury, that were the super heavyweights of today. Now, I would say Usyk is without a doubt a legend, and he could fight in any era. He's cut from the old school cloth. Usyk has skills for days. He doesn't just rely on his power or size, but more so his technique and skills, which what makes him a great fighter. That being said, is he an all-time great? Let's see at the end of his career. But without a doubt, the reason why Timothy Bradley said what he said is because the heavyweight division has a very rich history. For the casual fans that don't know, the heavyweight division has some of the greatest fighters of all time, like the GOAT himself, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Joe Frazier, Sonny Liston, Joe Louis, Jack Johnson, Lennox Lewis, Holyfield, Mike Tyson, etc., etc., etc. I mean, if you take Larry Holmes, for example, let's say he was fighting in the heavyweight division today. Man, he will smoke everyone like a Cuban blunt, including Usyk. Usyk wouldn't even be able to get past that jab, which is Timothy Bradley point exactly. How can you say Usyk is one of the greatest of all time when a fighter like Larry Holmes will beat him easily? The other day, I made a video on Lomachenko's career being a failure next to Usyk because Usyk is living Lomachenko's dream of becoming not just a one-time undisputed champion, but a 2 times undisputed champion in 2 different divisions. On that video, I actually explained why Lomachenko, who is supposed to be better than Usyk, ended up losing all of his big fights. Meanwhile, Usyk surpassed all of the expectations, beating the guys he wasn't supposed to beat. How's that possible? Well, I explained on that video. I'm going to leave a link for that video in the comment section below. Unlike Usyk, Lomachenko has to fight tougher opposition, since he's in a division that's overpacked with some of the best fighters in the world, which is why Lomachenko ended up choosing to retire instead of chasing his dreams. Because if he want to chase his undisputed dream, he has to go through Gervonta, Shakur, and Keyshawn to get it, which those would have had been 3 more L's, some of them by KO. These are the things Usyk doesn't have to deal with. He has the luxury to fight only European fighters since the heavyweight division is dead in the USA. I explained why that is. You see, in the USA, all of the heavyweights of today are either playing football or basketball. Soccer is not popular in the USA, so smaller athletes get to choose boxing. They have no other choice. If soccer was popular, then we would have had lost the rest of the athletes to soccer. But because only basketball and football is popular in the USA, we lost all of the heavyweight talent, but kept the lightweight talent. And I'm only referring to the Black American fighters, since those are the best fighters since the beginning of time. And that's a fact that is not up for debate. If you look at the greatest fighters of all time, they are Black American fighters. Simple and plain. I'm talking about the best of the best, though. Because when you talk about the best fighters from other countries, they all lost to black fighters. Majority of them, 99% of them, when they were undefeated, they lost to a black fighter. Like Chavez Sr., Canelo, Barrera, etc., etc., etc. So when you're looking at the Sugar Ray Robinson, the Sugar Ray Leonard, those type of fighters, they are still here because Floyd is still here. Crawford is still here. Now we got Gervonta, Shakur, Devin Haney. We even have fighters on the come up like Carmel, Abdullah Mason. You get the point. But when it comes to the heavyweight division, when you're talking about Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis, Larry Holmes, these type of talent are no longer around in the USA because they are playing basketball and football. Those sports are safer, make more money, and makes more sense. When you lose the game, you can blame your team. You can make the excuse, if you would have had passed me the ball, we could have had won the game. You can't make that excuse to your family when you get knocked out in boxing. Which is why Lomachenko ended up fighting tougher opposition without even wanting to, though. He just had to because Devin Haney had all of the belts. So he had to fight Devin Haney. Remember, he originally avoided Devin Haney, like he originally avoided Crawford, Gervonta, Shakur, even Manny Pacquiao, shockingly, even Mikey Garcia, even a Salido rematch. He did all of that avoiding, and he still lost his big fights to Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, and Salido. Usyk, on the other hand, he only had to fight European champions, European fighters, since, like I said before, the USA doesn't have the talent in the heavyweight division since they are participating in other sports. Just think about it. If Dubois folded Usyk with a body shot, can you imagine what a focused prime Mike Tyson would do? Can you imagine what a Holyfield would do? Which is my point exactly. Like I said before, Larry Holmes alone will smoke the entire landscape of the heavyweight division today in his prime. And that's why Timothy Bradley said what he said. That being said, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.